phones out. Switch accounts, everything. I'm sorry about that. They said nope. So hopefully you guys caught the last live. We did some workouts with Florida. I'm gonna see if I can take that section and turn those into videos. We'll see, because I think they're very, very valuable. Very valuable. Hey, I can't. I can't worry about that. Get out the camera. Get out the camera. Stop being in my business. So, anyways, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks. I am back. I know we were interrupted. I had 2-3 times to cut the older phone off. So I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna figure it out. So if you guys are back, I'll spend a little bit more time before we go, because we're not going to do a member only live tonight. I can't handle it tonight, so I'm on another phone. So if you guys want to come in, chill with me for a few minutes, and if you got to go for the weekend, I understand. Trust me when I tell you. So as you guys come in, go ahead, hit them likes. I so appreciate our part 2 to this, or a little bit of a part 2, because we're talking about some stuff, you know. But Miss Maddie out there in Illinois, if you're still here, just want to say hello and welcome. I know it's been a minute, but I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Silver Spoon, they don't like you giving so much info. Laugh out loud. I told you I was nervous to share that. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, if you guys were on the live previous to this one, I was actually putting out some heat on the 317 rundowns and looking at specific indicators. And ever since I put out the indicators, the live has been bumpy. Either the connection, something's been off. Something I noticed. So I'm on my other phone. We'll see what happens. Miss Shauna Knight Martin, hey, how you doing? J2 thought she's back. I'm back. We were just talking and chilling, y'all. But I definitely hope that information helps. But like Silver Spoon said, it might have been too much. Because every time you give a little too much, and I tell you, things been happening all day. In the home we live in with my mom, and I tried to update the video that I was sharing with you guys, all this stuff live. I was trying to update and get it on video, couldn't. So I don't know what that's about. But that's how it works. That's how it goes. So I hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to come back. I didn't want to just leave it hanging like that. I did that before because I couldn't get into my system before. I was able to get in now with this new phone. Not my best phone, but it's a phone. You know. That's how it works. But other than that, talking about all this stuff with Pick 3, indicators, we were talking about, you know, how folks just lazy, they don't want to do the work. I got it. But if you don't want to do it, then don't do Pick 3, period. J212, it makes you wonder if someone or something is watching you all the time. They're saying, no. But Silver Spoon picked it up. It's like, and something may be wrong. Could be. But thank y'all for joining me. I was going to do a member only live. I know when we get in there, we do workout after workout after workout, and I'm kind of numbered out. But that's why I wanted to share that information with you guys earlier. So if you missed that, make sure you go back to the previous live, and I'm going to note special workout so people know to skip and watch those parts, because those are some game-changing indicators and information. And I knew when I saw it, I said, oop. But we're past that cutesy part. We got to get these hits. Levi Austin. Hey, Miss Florida. How you doing, Levi? How are you? And all you guys that didn't get to speak before, don't be shy. Y'all come on out. But yeah, people, they've been trying me left and right this week. But I'm okay with it. I understand. I had somebody ask me a few things, and especially about North Carolina. They starting to turn into the new Georgia peaches, the old Georgia peaches. I remember it was so bad with Georgia. There were some nasty folks from Georgia, not everybody, but it was a few of them, and they would get nasty with me because they had 3 draws per day. Ain't nobody tell your state to do that. And them Georgia peaches was about to get, I was about to stop doing stuff for Georgia, period. North Carolina was before them. I had some snooty woodies from North Carolina getting on my nerves. And I think some of them have entered back. Hope not. Because they got, everyone they start getting paranoid with their states. Like, calm down. We're going to get it. It's going to happen. It's going to be okay. But yeah. Thank you guys for coming back. So I put out them hot workouts. We have 3 different examples. Then we had a hearing issue. You couldn't hear me. Then we had this. Then I said, what next? So 28 of y'all, 7 of y'all hit that like. I need you to go ahead and double click your tap your screen, whatever you got to do, and make sure you hit that like. I so appreciate it. Yeah. And if you haven't seen the workouts that we did, make sure you go back to the previous live. And I'm going to mark it. And also I have to put that book. Remember I told you guys about that book? I don't want to get a copyright issue. Maybe that's why they did it. I don't want to show the front. It's called Pick 3 Lottery Rundown Strategy Workbook. It's a small blue book. And that's what it looks like inside. I had a member from the membership ordered it and wanted to know how to fill it out. So I filled it out. I actually ordered it myself. And I said, dang, why didn't I come up with this book? But anyways, I backtracked from the first for Florida. That's when I saw those indicators. Everything was right there. I have graphic notebooks. I thought it would be a waste of time to get that little book. Honey, that thing's a game changer. So I'm going to put that link in the description for both videos, and I'm going to come out with the post. I didn't create it. Whoever did, y'all order it. Hopefully you like it. I like it. But that's if you're using the 3-1-7. I think whoever created that book has a blank one. I might be able to find, he does the 962, the 3-1-7, and they're just workout books. But what I did was I put midday and evening at the top, and then I did the flip numbers at the bottom. That way I could see the whole day in its entirety. And that's when I started to see all of those indicators, because everything was in front of me. And I said, hold the phone. Game changers. Game changers. So I hope you guys enjoyed those previous workouts. Watch the video again. I'm gonna leave it live. I will put in the title, workout, watch now. Good luck. Some fire. Some fire. There's some heat there. Scott Messersmith, welcome. Well, welcome back, Mr. Scott. Yes, sorry about the technical stuff, folks. Y'all make sure y'all get them likes up. I appreciate you guys joining me back again. So y'all make sure y'all hit them likes again. I know, come on, let's get them numbers up. Double click, double tap, do your thing. Y'all know y'all want to see me. Again, I'm sorry, members, we did not have our member only live tonight. And then here's how I'm torn. I have a lot of people that are not in the membership. They're cool, they're dope, and they be wanting me to be on the lives too, because that's how we started. We started in the public before I did membership stuff. And they kind of felt some kind of way about me. They told me, some of them told me, they said, I feel like you changed. I have changed. The people that support me, I got to take care of them. I got to. Y'all know how we get down in that membership. We be last week we did 4 or 5 hours, and we were doing mainly live workouts. Who does that? Me, with my crazy self. And some of y'all be sleeping and y'all be waking up. This is what I'm still here. What state did you go over next? Just because we like the vibe of each other. Oh, we so crazy. We be talking about all kind of stuff.
What other cord do you have?
Oh, you can take it now.
Oh.
Just, if I take it out of here, here, let me take it out. Let me let you plug it up because I have to use this phone now. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I think I can take it out. Okay. My phone. iPhone quit acting up. 16, here you come. I see you acting up.
So you're gonna get the 16X?
We'll see. Cause I do a lot of work with that phone. I use that phone for everything. Silver Spoon, I have one for you. Try this number 269 with 317 strategy. The date, June 1st midday, where I am, it plays straight numbers. Let's look at that. Now, why are you trying to give me work, Ontario? You know I was trying to take it easy tonight. You like, woman? Well, let me see here. She gonna do something. Try this number 269 with the 317. Y'all go ahead and get them likes up. I see the people that didn't want to put the likes. They said we're gonna leave. Oh, false trips are here. The ones going across. I love that for Ontario. I see them. With the date sum of midday. Where I am, it plays straight numbers. So what you use 269 as a default. There's false triples in there. Yep, I'm about to show them. J22, if I had to laugh 1 week, I fell asleep watching, woke up, and y'all were still at it. I know. You don't know how many people, when they're in the membership with us and we're doing lives till like 4 o'clock in the morning, first of all, I lose all time. Because when we're in the workouts, I'm in it like I would be doing my own, but with y'all. And so we're talking and I'm working. I'm talking and I'm working. And before I know it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, what? Then I'm okay. All right, y'all. Let me help you get off. And here comes somebody. Miss Fo, you remember the time? Do you remember the time? Remember that Michael Jackson? Y'all know about that. Do you remember? I love it. I love Michael. He had problems. See, I knew after that bad album when he looked Mexicano, I knew he was heading in the wrong direction. I fought for him. I fought for Michael.
Yeah, but don't you accept that?
Hey, out of here. Sit down. Be seen and not heard. Sorry. Let me view this one. J212, where are you from, Silver Spoon? I believe Ontario, but I'm going to let him answer. Here we go. I like to create what's for Florida, January 12th. When's January 12th? Depends on your rundowns and what you can see. If you're using a date number or date something, depends. I told you, everybody wants the numbers. They don't want the word. I have prediction lists for Florida in my membership. But if you're not in the membership, I have a monthly forecast for each state. So make sure you check that out. You'll see Florida and you'll see the possibles and you can check from there. That's how I answer that. But I tell everyone a default number. What's my default number that I'm going to tell everybody when they ask me what's going to play on a specific date? 911 466. Get it? John Doe, why you skip over me? I didn't see you. Unless that was you that they had hidden the message. Did you do something foul? Let me know. Probably did. Nick Kerr is charged with arson in LA. I don't know about that. Y'all start rumors? I don't know. I don't know. Tanisha McGee, I'm late tonight. We're still celebrating my birthday for January 9th. Happy birthday, boo! Tanisha, you missed it. This is the second live. We're still in public. I'm not in the membership tonight. I did some stuff for Florida. Oh my gosh. It's fire. And ever since I did those workouts, I've been getting technical difficulties. I have to switch phones. That's how bad it got. Let me see here. Tanisha McGee, thanks for 821. That did come out today. It came out. I had it 128 exact. Or did it come back out again? It wasn't 128 exact today? Well, Tanisha, let me know. How you determine dates since I don't mind the works. I got you, honey. I'm going to do this for y'all because some of y'all are new. I want to share with you something, okay? I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to show you this, one of the workouts I just did. This is going to fall in line with Florida because this is for Florida. I'm going to flip my phone over real quick. Give me a minute. Tanisha, thank you. You're so welcome. I'd like to say happy belated. Yes. Tanisha McGee, I'll go back and watch it. Please do. But I'm going to share with you one. Because, honey, fire. Tanisha, it was 128. I played it 821. Got it. My girl. I'm so happy for you, Tanisha. That's our joke. Months ago, my girl came on and said, Miss Florida, I got a hit. And I got mad. I said, you did what? On the live, I lost my cool. Because you know I ain't hit the number. One of my members did. I was salty. And I had to apologize to Tanisha. I tell this every so often so she knows I care for her. So every time she get a hit, I'm reminded to humble thyself. I'm happy, but I am happy because we had that 128 exact on the weekly master list. I put the post out. Tanisha, thank you. I like to create, laugh out loud, nothing but love. Yeah. I'm going to show you real quick because some of you are just coming back on. We did this from the previous live. We had some technical difficulties. And so I'm back up again. So y'all ready to see what I'm about to show you? Yeah. Let's do that real quick. All right. I'm going to just take this. I'm going to turn this around. Hit this. I'm going to just show y'all real quick what we worked on. Just one because I have 3 different examples. I'm going to show you this one. Some things to pay attention to. And then you guys go back and watch that. Okay. So we were talking about Florida pick 3. We backtracked it. I wanted to share something how we got that 098. And there's a couple ways to get these type of hits. But I'll show you this one. So on the 7th midday, there was a hit of 982. So we put the 317 rundown together. Okay. Hopefully you guys know how to count them out. And I noticed the 809 came right against the false triples. This is what I teach a lot. This is how I put my prediction numbers together. I look for false triples. Now notice this is 611 that's slanted. It's mirror 166. Okay. If you don't know what mirror numbers are, you're going to be thrown off by this. because a lot of people like to just look for triples. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes you have to use your false trips. Okay. Now, look at the 809. It's connected to the 098, right? That's the hit. That hit came out January 9th. Now, let's talk about date sum numbers. Okay. What is a date sum number? A date sum number is when we add the month and the day together. So January 9th, when the hit came out, the date sum number 1 plus 9 is 10. The 0 or 5, its mirror, is your date sum number. When I look for date sum numbers, I like to look for them in the form of mirrors or doubles. Sometimes they're right-sided, sometimes they're left-sided. Okay? I notice sometimes those hits are connected, but this was the cool thing. You may see multiple false trips the last few days. How do you know what numbers could be the hottest? Well, for Florida, the date sum number was 50. You have your mirrors here on the left side. But you also had a connected date number, the actual date number, which were in the forms of doubles. They were 9s. Look at how the connection, 809. I'm looking for things that connect across the rundowns or slanted, okay, that are connected together. And most of the times they run right against those false triples. That's where your eyes should start looking at patterns, okay? So you had a 2-for-1, the date number when it actually played, and the indicator, the date sum number. They were put together, okay? When I saw that, I said, what? Normally, I just look for the left side. I wasn't thinking in terms of a date number, okay? And that hurt me for a long time. So I started using that book that I was telling y'all about, and I started to see some similarities. So when you see this, start paying attention to the hints. When you see false triples, pay attention to the numbers that fall against, because they may be hot for your state. Okay? And they played on that date sum number. Hopefully that will be a way to eliminate so many numbers. Okay? That's what we want to do. That's what I showed on the previous live. But sometimes you got to flip numbers. All you guys that have came on, y'all hit them likes. Double click your screen. I appreciate you. Okay. Let me see if I can show one more. I said only one. All right. Here's when we were flipping numbers, because I wanted to drag this point home. Okay. Because sometimes we have to get a little smarter. Okay. So when I was doing the workout book, I would do the normal and then I would flip the numbers. Let's talk about flip numbers now. So January 6th, the hit was actually 972. It wasn't 205. So if you guys are going back saying, Miss Florida, it wasn't even like that. No, it was 972, but I flipped those numbers. Sometimes flipping numbers, shout out to Damon Harris in Texas. He said, Mama, you got to use them flip numbers. I'm like, I don't want to do it. That's extra work. I don't want to do the rundowns now. But here's the deal. Okay. Sometimes flip numbers can be very helpful for your state. Watch this. So I turned the 972 into 205. All right. So the 9, if you look here, we're adding 3 to each number. So you got 0 could be a 3, 1 could be a 4, 2 could be a 5, 3 could be a 6, 4 could be a 7, 5 could be an 8, 6 could be a 9, 7 could be a 0, 8 could be a 1, and a 9 could be a 2, right? So we take the 972, the 9 would be what? A 2. I put that in the first column. The 7 would be a 0. I'm going to put that in the second column. And then the 2 would become a 5. So we turned that 972, we flipped it a 205. Why do we flip numbers again? Because sometimes that's what states like. You have to find patterns when you flip numbers. I didn't know it was that important, but sometimes it is. Okay, y'all listening? Y'all listening, right? Right? All right. Okay. Y'all get them likes up. I appreciate that. So again, my method when I put the prediction list together and a lot of the workout videos that we do with on this channel, I'm looking for triples or false triples. But if you don't know mirror numbers, you're going to totally not get this. So when someone's telling you there's no such thing as a mirror number, I want you to start doing some research yourself and start seeing if that applies to your state or if that could be very helpful. Okay. So we have an 833. Now it could be read 333, but this is a false triple. Why? That 3 and that 8, they're interchangeable. Okay. When you're doing mirror numbers, you're adding 5 to each number. That changes, and we call those mirrors. Okay, some folks don't know that. Well, if you didn't, now you know. All right, so the 338, you notice how it's slanted. Then you have its mirror 883. That's slanted. Sometimes numbers don't just come around the slants, they come straight across the grid. I've seen, this is how I put prediction numbers and stuff together. This is how. So the 443, if you read it backwards, it hit 3, 4, 4. It went straight across. Watch the indicators. Watch the indicators. The day sum is when we add the month and date together. So January 8th became a 9, or it's mirror 4. This is what I want you to understand about mirror numbers. Because if I was using 9s and I thought doubles were going to play across, I would have just said, oh, 998 should be high. Okay, so I would have took myself to the stove, and said, I'm going to play 988. Or excuse me, 998. What is it?
Can we get more corn for me?
Yes, go ahead, go sit down.
And with me?
Yeah, go sit down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still on mommy duty. So I would have just went to the stove based on this date sum number, 998, and I would have got a rude surprise if I held on to that number for a few days, right? Learn your mirrors. A 9 can also be what? A 4. What people don't understand about the rundowns is after a certain point, these numbers are mirrors. 205 becomes a 750. A 443 becomes a 998. But you got to know that. So when someone tells you no, there's no mirrors, based on this date sum number, good luck. That's you. You want to miss hits. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to do it myself. But anyways, our indicators were either 9 or 4. So if I was looking for doubles going straight across, and I knew this date was coming up, because remember, this hit January 6th. This didn't come out to January 9th. This was 3 days away. Now, I could have probably, hey, let me just keep playing them numbers and keep playing them numbers. But what if these indicators could be helpful to determine when we play? But hold on, I'm not done. That's why I was too excited. This 972 that we flipped, because it was originally 972, played January 6th midday. When did this come out? January 8th midday. For those that want those mid to mid, evening to evening, pay attention. Let's talk about the day sum indicators. We talked about the 4s. Day sums. A lot of people like day sums, but a lot of people don't understand date numbers. The actual date was 3. Why or 8? Why are these important? Because your false triples are the date number. So depending on the state, guess what? You can use this, but you got to find your state's patterns and how they're working it. I'm not saying it's going to work for every state. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. What I'm saying is when you see false triples, pay attention if the date numbers are being pulled together in the hit. And in the hit is the date sum number and the date number connected in some kind of way. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I'm going to go back to the one we just did. Remember we talked about the 809. Now that 982 that it came from played January 7th midday. It hit 098 midday. This went mid to another mid. But the difference was we had an opportunity to decide maybe when those numbers could be helpful. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So that's what we were talking about. It's in longer view in the other video, but I wanted to share that with you guys since y'all were rocking out with me. Okay. So I'm going to turn the screen over. Get this back in. Whew. Okay. I think I got this. I'm tired. Does it make sense? I like to create. Oh, makes total sense now. I hope that was helpful. Okay. So I'm not here to break anybody down. That's what we're doing. Oh, I still have to look at Mr. Ontario. I got the 317, the 269 in there. Is this a general grid? Let me know if you're still there. Tanisha McGee, thank you. Like to create. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. There's a lot of work that goes into study. When I come out with a prediction list, those 150 to 200 hits, I only use 2 directions. I'm either looking for the numbers to come across or them to slant and be together. And a lot of people don't like that because that means maybe it doesn't come the next draw. But you have to study your state. This took lots of study time, and I mean a lot of it. Something so simple that I could explain in 5 minutes. It wasn't that simple at first because sometimes you look at numbers, but you just have to ask yourself, when there's a hit, what is it connected to? And if people like to play around date sum numbers, this is a perfect example of how that could be used. Okay? Because when I was taught about date sum numbers, you know, they would say just pick the numbers and go around it. And that was it. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you're still on Silver Spoon. I do have the chart that you mentioned. He mentioned the 317 and the 269. This is another way to read numbers. Sometimes the hits will come straight across, guys. I teach this. I've been teaching this on a lot of videos, not just in the membership. Y'all make sure y'all check out my channel when I'm talking about triples and false triples. Sometimes numbers are coming straight across. They may not be in perfect order sometimes. Some states will pull it perfect order. And one trick that I do when we're getting exacts is I'm either going to read it left to right or right to left. And I don't change anything else. Sometimes I get straight hits like that. I don't guarantee that. A lot of the hits that I do have, they're boxed, but I'm proud of them. When you talk about like 150 to 200 hits on average per week, and different states are hitting, I'm very happy. Even if my state only gets 1. I don't know how many people are even pulling that sometimes. Every week. I like triples. I study them. I see what's consistent. I don't just sit there and say, well, I'm going to look around the 0, and you be looking around certain things and you're still 1 off. You'll have that perfect pair. But something about that third number. So I said, hold on. Why do I have to make it hard? Why can't I look for something that's going to give it to me straight across, even if it's not in perfect order, or diagonal, but they're still connected? That's my thinking. That's the way I look at numbers. Everyone's different. I'm not putting anyone's technique down. I'm just saying that's what I do. Because I have overcomplicated my games. So again, I'm going to show you guys the book. I'm not going to show you the outside, but just a little bit of the inside. And I use this just for 4 days. And it's not mine. I didn't create it. But I will put the links in both of the live videos. And I will have a post in the membership and a post in the community so you guys can see that. Okay? Okay. Angela Bill, can you talk about V triples? It happens. I have to see if I can find a quick example. I'm going to look through my charts. Okay. I'm going to see what I already have, because I wasn't trying to do like state by state by state. It's just too much tonight. And I love doing that. I love helping people. I do. I'm just trying to keep it general. That way you guys can go off into the sunset and study for the weekend. Because in the membership, y'all know, we'll do this till hours. And I'm going to have to cut that down. Why? Because I get so wired. I'm still up the next morning and I never go to sleep. Because I'm excited. So when we do the membership, I'm going to have to time it. I know. I was going to make an announcement, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to look for a V shape to see if I can see something V shape. Let me ask you something. Do you have a quick example on something that hit off of a V shape that I could just write out? Let me know. Because all of these I have are either straight or diagonal. V shapes are cool. They have their own patterns. Yeah, all of these are straight or diagonal. Just looking through some of my old state predictions. I try to keep these. That way when people say that triples and stuff don't work for their state, I can kind of backtrack it a little bit and see what's going on. Because I'm not guaranteeing every state. I'm just saying, pay attention. There's potential patterns that are very, very hot. Okay. Get those and put those in there as well. I'm trying to stay organized in 2025. Part of why I don't win as much as I want because I'm not organized. So if you're not organized with your numbers and with your papers and with your workouts and your lists, and you have numbers all over the place, you're not going to get very far. That's me. I can do numbers for a state and be fine, but when I come to my own, I get slack because by that time I'm tired. And all the numbers look the same to me. Happens. I like to create. I understand. I've been trying for months to get a parent. I understand. I definitely understand. So hopefully check out a lot of the videos that I have on the public channel. Put in your statements for the hot picks, whatever state. Hopefully something will roll up. And then we also have the membership. So you guys think about joining the membership. I would love to have y'all. Let me see here. Silversman just saying that if it calls a number that I showed 269, then there's a straight. Oh, I see. So sometimes he's saying when this 269 comes, basically could be hits that could be straight coming right from this rundown. I like it. There's been a lot of hits that come off these type of rundowns. That I don't have a V shape on me. But they'll come straight across. Woo. Okay, I don't have any newer copies. It's okay. I try to have as much as I can prepared. Okay, here's one for Western Canada. This is a older list, but still I keep these for history. Because when I try to predict your state, this is what I'm talking about. I go through everybody's states. I'm doing all of the U.S. and Ontario and Western Connecticut. So I want to share something with you from Western Connecticut. If you can see it. So here they had a triple or false triple going straight. Okay. You see that 034? I'm sure they can see. 034 here. It went straight across. That's what I look for. I look for stuff that's real simple if possible. Okay? Real simple. That actually hit 430, I believe December 14th, if I'm not mistaken. It took a few days, but it came. So these are the things that I study. I've tried going here, there, and everywhere else, and I can't. I just do things simply. The problem is people want, I want a next draw chick. I got you. Special K Keisha. Good night, Miss Ford, and everyone else. See you all soon. See you and have a wonderful weekend, Miss Keisha. Silver, so it plays only midday Artera. This is one particular would play 3, 4, 5 or mixed. Gotcha. So that's a perfect. Excuse me. Let me get some water. Hold on. Thirsty. That's how simple it could be when you start training your eye to do that. Maddie Allen, thank you. Good night, all. Good night, Miss Maddie. Silver Spoon, mark all the day sums and you will see the pattern. Hold on. What was the day sum you said? Oh, 6 or 1? 1. I'm looking at 407. $925, and I see a lot of 427. Am I right? What do y'all see? Let me know. Let me see here. Go back up. Say goodnight to that person. It's Manny. Alright, so I marked all the date sums. Let me know. Sherrod Anderson, can you show the flip numbers again, please? Okay, I'll do that. Angela Bill, 317 came of the 179. Okay. I'll see if I can write that down real quick. Good night. Going to watch membership video now. Thanks. You got it. You got it. Well, I wasn't in the membership tonight, but I was on live. It's just a part 1. Angela Bill, so the 1, 2, 3, I gotta go back. Hi, Miss Ford and 317 crew chiming in. Miss Tiffany, how you doing? I do so many strategies, LL, but I'm not winning, so I get to get back on my 317 hard. Honey, I hear you. I know people. I've been running, and I gotta come back. I know. Charlene Dickerson, it came 825 midday in Georgia. I played 528. Woo, go ahead. That 128 came in Florida, so that 82 pair is hot, guys. Ooh. Oh. What do we have? Miss Andrew, you said 317 179. Oh, I see straight triples. If this is what I'm talking about, I see straight triples. Not so much of a V shape triples, but if this is what you're talking about, Miss Angela. Okay, I see that. Or maybe I made it. Maybe I did it wrong. Let me go back. Okay. Oh, got it wrong. I didn't want to take that out. Indiana. Miss Tiffany, are you in India right now? Because if you are, I have a brand new membership video on the 123 using the key boxes. I'm back to that again as well. That's why I said I have two things I use. I like the key boxes. I had to get back because somebody in South Carolina, lottery guy, I got you. Been pulling them key boxes. But the problem with me was I could never decipher where the hottest part of the key box with the pairs. And I had too many combinations. So now that I'm using it with the key digits and all that stuff. So Tiffany, Kentucky, but I live 5 miles from Indiana. I got you. We do have that video in the membership. I just put that up last night. And it's hot. It's probably hotter using the key box than it is the triples for the 317. And I told you, I'm very transparent about that. I know that the triples are not doing everything for every state, but that video you're gonna, I just put it last night. I don't want to share because we're out in public. Yeah. Charlene Dickerson and came 825. Gotcha. And I played 528. Well, congratulations, honey. Angela Bill, it's okay. I just wanted to know what you say about V was from the 1, 2, 3 rundown. It depends. If you're looking at V shapes, sometimes hits come around the V shape or under it. So let's say you see a 915 and then below it you see like a 789 in a V shape format. That could be what your state is telling you to do. Or it could be the V shape itself, those two lines hold the numbers that go across. That happens in Connecticut a lot. So if you get like, oh goodness, I don't have a V shape to show right now. But the V shape, whatever it is, the two lines that the numbers hold, those could be actual hits that are about to hit. So it just depends. I won't know until I backtrack V shapes for that state. That's why when people ask me, well, what's happening Tuesday or Wednesday? I have to backtrack your state. I can't give you loose information and then you be like, well, you was wrong because I didn't backtrack. A lot of people say, yeah, but let me give you this rundown. It works for every state. Woo! Not even 317 works for every state in the same way. I would be lying. It doesn't happen, Captain. Angela Bill, sorry. No, it's okay. You know, don't be sorry. I need to backtrack that. I just not tonight with the backtrack because I know that takes a while. I had some things go on today. I wasn't even going to do the live tonight. But I said I got to be on. Sometimes you got to pull it together. Even when you don't want to. But when we're back to our normal or during the week or over the weekend, just if you want a V-shaped workout for your state, just put a request in. I'll do it for you. Okay? It'll take me a couple days because I have people lining up with their requests. So guys in the membership, you know, when your request, and please do one state, pick 3 or pick 4, not both at one time. What's going to happen is just one state. One state, pick 3 or pick 4. I don't want to go into it because a lot of people, when they ask for 2 things at one time, they get more confused. They'll say, oh, it's a separate game, and they'll be more confused. One at a time. Get your pick 3 Study that one and then ask for your pick 4, or pick 4 first and then your pick 3. I have a person that just emailed me. They wanted 3 different things. And I'm like, okay, one thing at a time. Because they don't know the backload. And I have to be fair to everybody, right? You coming in wanting 3, 4, you're in one, supposed to be in one state. I know y'all play other stuff, but I have to be fair, okay? So give it to me, because if not, it's going to be on hold until I get some other stuff done. Let me see here. Tiffany, okay. But speaking of Kentucky, I like the 317 for Kentucky. I like the 123 key box for Indiana. Yeah. Sherelle Anderson, 317, 173 is coming. I feel it strongly. Honey, I hope it does come. I hope it does. Sandman family, hello, Miss Florida and Hot Picks family. I'm so late joining you guys, Miss Florida. Still struggling lately with Florida. Somebody pulled my ears hard. Maybe that will help. No, I just went over a special workout for Florida. I may look at it again, because I did it before in the first live that we did in the public. We'll see. I see that I'm going to have to make a video, or at least clip that part out so that everyone can see it, because it's very good stuff on there. It's dealing with triples. Let me just show you the sheet real quick. Okay. And someone needed flip numbers. Okay, that's perfect. So we'll go over this example really quick, because somebody also needed to see flip numbers. And because I already have the workout available, I'm going to go over it real quick. All right, real quick. Hold on, guys. All right, I don't want nobody struggling in Florida if we're in Florida. All right, so real quick. We went over this a couple times. I know. January 8th evening, there was a hit of 977. But what I'm noticing, when I flip the number and use a different rundown using the flip numbers, I spotted hits with those false trips. Now, flip numbers, when we add 3 to each number, okay? So anybody that needed those numbers, it goes 0 through 9, and it goes 3 through 2, because you're going 0 could be a 3, 1 could be a 4, 2 could be a 5, 3 could be a 6, 4 could be a 7, 5 could be an 8. You're adding 3. 6 could be a 9, 7 could be a 0, 8 could be a 1, 9 could be a 2. So I switched this 977 to a 200. I saw the 838, and I noticed the 690 that hit January 9th. I said, hold on. But I saw some very like numbers with those doubles. Those are indicators, guys. This 690, you notice how it's slanted right against the false trip. We have a date sum number that was doubles on the right side. We had a date number indicator, which is 9, as doubles. Notice how they connect. 690. It hit 906. And this was the day to probably play those numbers. These indicators are here for us, guys. We just have to pay close attention, right? And I happen to flip this. I have done them without flipping. But you just have to figure out the date you're working on. Just figure out. We had a 443 that hit, and it was connected to the date sum and date numbers. Hold on. I'm not sure if I still have that up. Not sure. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. I put it away. I'm sorry. I'm just looking through these papers. Real quick, we had that 809 come as 098. Right along the false triples. We had the date sum number indicators. Same day. The date sum was 9 in doubles. The mirrors were on the left side as the date sum number. 809 came right against those. Okay. And we also had that 443. It came out 344. It came right across. Those doubles matched the mirror of the date sum. That's why when people tell you there's no mirrors, y'all better be careful with that. I would have thought maybe 998, but 443, it's mirror plate. Okay. And we went through that all tonight. So hopefully that helps out a little bit. Hold up. Let me put this on first. And change it around. So hopefully, Florida, we've been busy tonight. A lot of information, a lot of stuff is right in our faces. It's the truth. So hopefully, Sandman family, you got that. I just shared. So hopefully you got that just now. Okay. Thank you, Miss Ford. No problem, Sandman family. I know it's late. You're trying to get it. I'm about to get off in just a few more minutes, but I wanted to spend some time with y'all. I didn't go into the membership. It's been a day. But I want to at least get on live where everybody can just kind of join. And even people that don't know about us, they can have an opportunity to come on and see about how we're doing. Cheryl Anderson got it. Thank you. Dang, I really want the 317 to come. Just look at the flip, and it's 640 that came out straight evening on January 5th. And I was going for 915 that day. Crazy. You see? You see. This is why sometimes you have to give yourself an option to mirror, because they will pull it. They will pull. I've had people say, I played this one, and the mirror of that number will come out. So when I hear people say, oh, you're not supposed to do mirrors, I just shake my head. I keep moving. I'm not arguing. I've seen too much. I do too much of these states. And I try to keep it simple. And people are like, oh, but it doesn't always do that. No, it doesn't. But sometimes you have to learn to have a number and hold 2-3 numbers. Why are you holding 25 numbers and telling people to do that? You know how expensive that is? And then they still one off. Or I didn't mirror. I can't live like that. I'm done. If it don't come straight across that mug or slanted, I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay? Shyness, you are so right about learning how to mirror it. That's what I'm saying. Your rundown is the mirrors. After a certain point, all the numbers mirror. So when someone says, I don't think you should do mirrors, little girl, I'll be like, brother, we gonna do some mirrors up in here. Okay. All right. I'm crazy. It's late. I'm crazy. Don't pay me no mind. I need some more cheesecake. Let me see. Karan, I lost so many times not doing mirror. Very important. I hear you. And you're not alone. Do not feel bad. Do not. I didn't even want to do flip numbers. I could hear Mr. Damon Harris from Texas. Woman, you better do them flips. I did it. I've been keeping track differently this time. I get so tired of losing. I mean, I don't get angry, but I do this for so many people, and I see so many folks winning their stuff, and they be, Miss Ford, thank you, and I'm happy for them, but I be sitting up here looking cuckoo because I overanalyze my numbers. I don't stick to one system. I do so many videos for other states that I want to copy what they're doing, and then I fall. You have to find what works for your state, and you got to learn how to study that thing so you can get your numbers. And if you have date sum number indicators and they're connected to the hit, maybe those doubles, maybe those triples, that can help you determine, hey, I like those numbers. When could they play? That could be your indicator, right? If you don't sit down, do it again and see what's going to happen. Sorry. Friday shenanigans. Oh, yeah, I know I got to get off. Good Lord. Woo!
What time is it?
Late. Come over here again, and it's not gonna be nice.
I forgot that you were even
I
recording.
hush. You know I'm recording. Who am I talking to? Myself?
I forgot I wasn't thinking about that.
I can't.
And I'm eating my food.
You eating mashed potatoes right now?
Yeah, and I'm eating corn. Please, you told me that to warm it up.
I did not understand what you said. Never ask me something when I'm talking. You get gas, and tonight, see what's gonna happen. Drink you some ginger ale, cause you're not gonna blow me out the house. Oh no, no, ma'am. I'm sorry. Let me get back. Let me get mad. J212. They don't know what they don't know. That's right. And unfortunately, what we don't know hurts us. I'm one of those people. Cheryl Anderson, the full moon is coming, and I always say play birthdays. Okay, that's a nice strategy. That's a nice strategy. Cheryl Anderson, mine is 418. Ooh, nice numbers. Sandman family, the mirror thing is serious. Miss Florida, for example, tonight I tried 0005, and I did not mirror. And that particular in Allstate came in California hit 0055. That's a lot of zeros. The question I think I would have is, why did they choose to mirror one of the fives, right? You notice how they're 55, 00. These patterns are very serious per state. Pick 4, this is why I don't have a prediction list, because y'all will probably always one off. I don't. That's why people are hot with me. They're like, well, you do the pick 4 workouts. I know, but coming with a system that I can back, like I backed that pick 3, not that I guarantee it, but I know the ins and outs. You're dealing with 3 numbers. You add in that 4th, that changes everything. That's why I don't do pick 4 prediction lists. I may come up with a short list to test for y'all, but it's going to be testing. Because if I don't see what I need to see, and it be like one state that hit off that mug, I'm be like, cancel, done. I can't do it. I can't. Tiffany, I'm going to play your birthday 418 straight till I catch it. My birthday? Or your birthday? Or the person's birthday, 418. Now, if y'all want to know my birthday, and it is coming up, I'm going to start early.
Huh? That's all the way in April.
Shut up.
January.
Shut up. I'm starting early. So y'all can get your funds together. And I'm not playing. I'm normally not like this, but I'm getting older. I'm getting feisty. So, April 14th. Save the date. Because I might get crazy. When is April 14th? That's 414. In case y'all need to know in numbers terms.
It's the 6th month.
Shut up. You wanna... Shut up. When's 414? When's April 14th? Okay. April 14th this year falls on a Monday. So there's no excuse for y'all. I'm going to start telling y'all every week until you get so tired. So you be like, Lord, let me make sure I put something up for this woman here. Because I'm telling you, that last year I was quiet. I didn't say much about my birthday. This year, I might wear a Jerry curl. I might go back to where life was simple for me. You know, I might do it. Don't drive me to it. I might do that soul glow and just be shining all the way through. I might do that. Not Halloween, but for the birthday. So y'all look out for that. Okay. Sherelle Anderson, that's 50-50. Love that number. Exactly. Find out what your state's rhythm is, right? Because sometimes they like to split them up, double for double. Okay? Or in this case, mirror for mirror, right? Tiffany, my uncle's birthday. Gotcha. Sure, yes, that's my favorite number, 418. Come on. All right, 418. Make sure y'all put that 414 in there too. Okay? Don't forget, April 14th, Monday, 2025. I'm going to start doing this every week. I'm, I'm telling you. And don't make me get the fake goals and put that Jerry curl, because I'm going to have to do that. Let me see here. J212, their payout must have been pretty high, so they throw trips or quads to reset the sequence. That's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. They know, because they have to calculate all these tickets before they go in. Okay? So they know. Matter of fact, there's been some people, when they try to play a certain number for that day that they think would be hot, the system will not let them play that number. Why? Because they have to ensure the payout. This stuff is deep. What else we got? Sammy and Fam, that's a good number. Sherelle, 50-50. I like that. Tiffany, great. 414. That's right. That's right. 414. It's the best. Like Miss Fortestar, April, please. I know people like, And my name's April. So you should remember. April 14th. 414. Sherelle, 414, my fellow Aries. Yes, ma'am. Aries in the house. My son is April 11th. He's also a fellow Aries. I have a cousin. She's April 15th, Aries. My brother-in-law, with his little self, well, he's the big man now. He's April 13th. I had a best friend in elementary school, whatever you want to call it. Elementary school. She was April 13th. She was a fellow Aries. My uncle Junior, he's April 17th. Who else is in April that matters? Besides me. I'm thinking. I'm just joking. I'm not that uppity. Child, I'm so uppity. I still have my mom. I have my baby picture. My grandmother, when she passed, she still had my baby picture in a frame. You know, I noticed that my frame was better looking than everybody's, but I ain't saying that. But she kept it all those years. Do you know, I have it in my mom's room. So every time my birthday is about to approach, I tell my mom I'm about to blow it up and put lights on it. And she's like, oh gosh, April, we can't take none of you now. And my sisters already know. I got 4 sisters. And they always say, here April come. Here I go. And I said this year I'm going to just do baby pictures so they can see where I came from. How gorgeous I was, because I was a fine baby. I was gorgeous. I mean, I've changed. But not that much. Fine. Still fine. Got some weight. But I'm a little cute passing time, you know. If you don't be quiet, shut up. I don't like kids. I'm sorry. Let me get back to y'all. I'm all into April. April's not even here yet. Karan. Nice. Gotcha. J212. 412 if anyone's interested. Is that April 12th in the house? Oh yes, and my Aunt Adrian, she's April 12th. Almost forgot that. And y'all pray for her because she's been in critical care. I have not seen her. I just got so much going on with family. We going through it sometimes. Thunderhawk, what's going on, Thunderhawk? How are you doing? Angela Bill, I feel you because Georgia played the cash for number back-to-back 4211. It's no mistake. It's no mistake. And pay attention, anything that runs back, anything that's repeated, pay attention if that hit ran straight across and was connected to your triples. I told you there's so much that goes with this stuff. It's not funny. We shared those examples tonight. Y'all run with it. Okay? Sherelle Anderson, I see that 411 on my 128 rundown. Uh-oh. Okay, now. Sherelle Anderson, I like your 414 as 419, doing my mirror thing. Laugh out loud. There you go. There you go. J212, you're still beautiful, my sister. Thank you so much. When I tell my mom, I have this saying because my dad passed some years ago, because I look like him. I'm just like a lighter version. I hope to share some pictures. I miss my pop. And I would always tell my mom, I'd be like, Mom, you know I'm fine like my daddy. And she'd be like, oh gosh. Oh goodness. She's like, Jeffrey, where are you at? Take this one. Take her. I just been crazy. And it's not trying to boost myself or anything like that. Like, I say that, but I have confidence issues sometimes. I didn't even want y'all to see my face when I started YouTube, because I didn't want to hear the backlash. Oh, she another big mama. Oh, this. Oh, she look like Aunt Jemima. Or she look like this. And I'm like, but when people used to call me Aunt Jemima, I said, you giving me a compliment. Aunt Jemima took care of her household, baby. She took care of her home. And she wore it with pride. Okay? Okay? And she kept her hair covered if she needed to. She was neat and she was clean. Bam! Bam! Ain't nothing like a sister taking care of her home. Love it. And plus, Aunt Jemima, that's my grandma, my great grandma. You know, those are some real women. Hard-working women. A lot of us don't know hard work is right now, to be honest with you. We got it very easy. They used to have to go out, farm, pick cotton, come back, take care of the kids, do this, do that, and don't let it be winter. Okay? Honey, old woman. My grandmother, my father's mom, because I told you, my dad, he's just, I look like a light-skinned version of him. He's a dark, handsome man. And my grandmother, she never wore makeup. She was a Pentecostal. And just a beautiful, her skin, just flawless brown beauty. And she was such a humble lady. Whenever I say, because she didn't wear jewelry, she didn't wear makeup, nothing. She was in that word. And she would say, I would say, Grandma, you know you're so pretty. And she would almost bash away, honey. I'm like, Grandma, you know you fine. You know, you have to say stuff like that to her. God rest her soul, Miss Annie. Oh, miss her. I miss her so much. Oh, good woman. I mean, made everything from scratch, cooked so clean, took care of her family. Those are the women. Now you got, and I'm not talking about young women now, because we got it hard too. A lot of times we don't have a man, a good man. Not speaking to myself, I'm married. But some women got it hard, man. They don't have somebody to help them through this thing we call life. And they got to do everything on their own. They got to be the mother and the father. They got to cook, clean, do this. By the time they get home, they're so exhausted, they don't know left from right. There's a lot of hard, and there's some single men, so for whatever the reason, the women are not there. And they got to go through it too. So, you know. I'm sorry, I got off topic again. I tend to do that. J2 sending prayers for you and the family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sherelle Anderson, I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad too. I'm normally not in the public this late. I used to do that, and then when I started the membership, I had a lot of paying members, and they like, look, we got to get this thing going. So a lot of times we're wrapped up in the membership this late and later. But I got to bring that to a close, because I tend to not sleep the rest of the day, or not sleep the rest of the night or day. It's like it's day now. So I know I got to get up so I can get some sleep for tomorrow. Angel Bill, that's why they was called them superwomen. Yes. To this day, I remember one of the last things my grandma made me, and this was years before she passed, but I had, not that I lost touch with my grandparents. I went through life and I didn't want nobody to know what I was going through, so I just didn't see family a whole lot. But one of the last things my grandmother, she did give me years before, this when I probably was first married, she made me some preserved watermelon rind. Whew, honey. And then made me a sour, not a sour, but just a old fashioned half a pound cake. She gave me half. She took the half, put it in her freezer. She gave me the other half, but I was cool with it. When I tell you, I haven't had that since. And speaking of my ex father-in-law, he ate my watermelon preserves, and I can't get him back because she gone. When we'll do it, call up in heaven, Nana, I need you. Tragic. Good woman. Good woman. I miss my family. I've had so many people pass on, but I know one day. Gotta keep going. J212, ooh, those are good. My mom grew watermelon and used to preserve the rinds. Yeah. So my grandma would take the rinds, the watermelon rinds, and preserve them. Oh, you put that on biscuits? I'm sorry. I got inspired a little bit. I'm sorry. I told you I'm crazy after this. That's why I have to get off after a while, because I'm crazy. Numbers will do that to you all day. Honey, take you to another place. You spread them things out. They don't know. Did she make sure too? I'm sure she did. But she always had the whole, the parts in the rind, and she would preserve it into like a jelly. I don't eat pork, but honey, she made the best baked ham. Whew. Oh my, when I tell you, she just put her foot in everything. So good. But there was one thing, and when my father found out we didn't like it from my grandmother, I would never tell her. She gone now. She gone. I can say it now. I did not like my grandmother's potato salad. I don't know how. It was just, I don't know if she, when she used to work for people, maybe they liked it plain, because she was, she worked as a maid, and, she served other people for many years in New York. And she worked for Jewish families. She worked for a lot of different people, and they would have to cook certain things a certain way. But that potato salad, it never had salt, and it was white. And I'd be like, Grandma made everything else. So one year, for Christmas, we were going to, have our get together. And my dad told my grandmother, and I was standing back because I didn't know if she was going to catch the spirit or not. My father tells my grandmother, his mom, he said, Mom, this year, I would like my wife to bring the potato salad. And she's looking, we're looking. I said, ooh. And I want her to make the baked chickens. And she said, okay. She just took it. She said, okay. And it was amazing because my mom makes really good. Because she put the stuff I like. Salt, sugar, a little vinegar, relish, eggs. And my grandma's potatoes was like white. I didn't know what she put in it. I don't know. I don't understand. I could talk about because she's gone now. And I'm not disrespecting my grandma. So don't do that. I'm going to comments. I miss that woman. But if I could say it and I'm free right now, I hope I ain't got to meet her again like that. I hope she don't bring it up. But look, I didn't know, or I thought because she was older, she just didn't salt her potatoes like that in the water. I thought maybe she just got older, but people that know she always, and my father loved it. He said, that's how potato salad's supposed to be. I'd be like, so when I would get it, I have to eat it with the greens and some hot sauce. Because whatever my grandma put on my plate, I ate it. I ate it because she was an excellent cook. But when that potato salad, I knew I had to eat it with the collard greens. Let me see here. Tiffany, well, I've never heard of that watermelon rinds. Yeah. So you know how you cut the watermelon, the white part? Some people would take that and turn it into a preserve or some type of jelly. Excellent. Excellent. And when she would make that, I would put it on toast, biscuits. I would have it on the side with dinner with no bread. I would eat it out the jar when my mama wasn't looking. I hope she don't hear this. Yes, Ma, that was me taking out grandma watermelon. It was late at night. I had to do what I had to do. You know, when your grandma pound cake in there and there's like one piece left, I took it. And then I told a lie and I said, it's probably one of my sisters that took it. I couldn't help myself. J212, Mama grew sugar cane and made syrup. Ooh. Fresh stuff. Ooh. Angel Bill, that call cook would love old school people woman. Yes. You can't find them everywhere. And there's some girls that's trying to get back with it. They're trying to make home. You see a lot of these young women cleaning their homes, organizing their homes, cooking, and even though they be tired from work, they're trying to instill those values, with their families. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But it's nice. My other grandmother from Brooklyn, I never got to taste her cooking because by that time she was bedridden. She could move around and do stuff, and she did. She used to hit us with her fly swatter that was falling apart. I hated that thing because she killed everything. She killed roaches with it. She patted, and I said, Grandma, please don't beat me with that. She'd be like, come here, fatty, come here. And she would pop my tail. I was 18 and she was still calling me fatty. And one day I said, Grandma, can you call me something else? Can you just call me my regular name? She said, no, because that's what you are. I miss her too. And her name was Annie. Or Ann. I had an Annie and I had an Ann. Both my grandmothers. And then my grandmother that's living now, from my mom's birth mom, she's in Throgsnet. And she's gorgeous. Oh gosh. She got all this beautiful white hair. Ooh, make me jealous, honey. Got a nice shape. Beautiful skin. All my grandmothers beautiful. Starlets in their own right. I just love it. I come from good, what's the word? Good stock. Good stock. Yeah. Did y'all have a good time with me tonight? I know we went a lot longer than I expected to. I wasn't expected to do more than 1 hour. And then we ran into the technical stuff, trying to get back online. But I hope that the tips were helpful. Starting next week, I'm going to try to do a member only live during the week. Possibly Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday night. So we can get on for maybe an hour. Just go over some stuff and get it. Just get it. Sure, I did. Scott Messersmith. Yep. You got it, Scott. So, yeah. I'm glad I went on tonight because I haven't been on in the public like this for a long time. And sometimes it's good to get back. Get back to the roots. J212 sure did. It's been great. Learned a lot. I have been too. And I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. I hope everything is well. I'm praying for the folks out there in California. I'm praying for the folks here in Florida, whatever, because people are going through something. So I am praying, okay? But I hope you did learn something. Members, will get back to our normal schedule Friday, probably 10-ish. I'll probably be out 9 in the public, but we'll see how that goes. But during the week, we're going to try to roll out with our first Tuesday or Wednesday membership. I will have it posted. The book that I used, I will have the link from Amazon. I'm not telling you to go get it. I'm just telling you that little book, I didn't think it was going to be about anything, but it's very helpful. I even put a review in there under April S. So if you guys see that, that's moi. Okay. And I'm not telling you to get it, but I just, and I have notebooks, but that little thing, that changed me. And it's just a blank pages, but something about it in book form that you can take and handle, it does something else. I don't know. It does something that the Excel sheets won't do for me when I'm looking at my state's numbers. So I wanted to share that because someone shared it with me, and they were going to make me copies. I said, no, I'm just going to buy the book because, I like to give where it came from. I want to support. So I'm going to put the links in all the videos, all the posts, so that you know, hey. Okay. Sherelle Anderson, I got that. I'm sorry. J2, I just ordered that book on Amazon. Awesome. So let me know how you're doing with it. Sherelle Anderson, I got that 128 today and played the 456. Wish I would knew about the flips because the flip is 415. 145. Look at that. It would have been merit. Great start to finding a hit. Yep. I'm so glad. Anything that will help you guys propel you to the next level. So what I'm going to do now is going to offer you guys just a word of advice. Just study. So hopefully I'll be able to catch you guys in live. If you guys want to get deeper into this with our member only lives, definitely make sure you join. I should have a link in the description box as well, so that you guys can join us. You guys can be part of the party. Okay. J12, okay. Sandman family, good night, Miss Florida, and the beautiful hot pick 3 people. Yes. Sherelle Anderson, but thank you for showing me that tonight. You're so welcome. Good night, my fellow Aries. Good night to you as well. And good night to everyone. I love you all. Thank you for spending this time with me. I got to mark the lives. We did 2 of them tonight in the public because of issues, but we got through it. So good luck on your games. I hope that I'm here to assist you guys. And members, if y'all need a workout, make sure you leave me, especially with the V shape for your state, leave me a comment so we can get to that for you, okay? I want to make sure we have it covered. We're in the public, so I didn't want to do all that tonight because I know when I start doing one, I got to do more. So I didn't want to do that tonight. J212, good night all. Good night, J212. Cheryl Anderson, good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Good night to each and every one of you. Blessings. I want you to have a happy weekend. And we'll see you guys on the next live. Peace. Love y'all.